Get a job in tech. I'm here with Mark Jefferson again. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. Hey, I was wondering if you could tell the listeners a little bit about yourself. Like, do you have any experience, like, say, Linux, anything like that?
Yeah, I have lots of Linux experience. I actually manage Linux servers for a living. So I work for a large consulting company for the Air Force, and that's actually my job. I manage Linux. I do a lot of VMware. Uh, so that's kind of where my focus is.
If someone wanted to get a job, entry-level job in, say, Linux, right?
hmm
What's something they can do just to start?
Well, obviously, you have to learn Linux. Linux, for those who don't know, is uh, it's a freeware operating system like Windows or Mac OS, but you can download it for free. There's lots of different flavors of it, and then you can install it into a virtual machine. Now, for those that aren't aware of what virtual machines are, they can make a computer look like lots of computers. And there's some freeware opportunities out there, one of which is called VirtualBox, which I actually personally use on my MacBooks. And VirtualBox is free, and you install that on your Windows or Mac, whatever. And then you can install other operating systems in there, and to that operating system, it thinks it's a computer. And at that point, you can start learning how to do stuff. There's all kinds of tutorials and everything else like that out there too. So I will say this, if you want to go into the DoD consulting realm, there's a few things you need. You need to have, obviously, some experience. If you wanted to get an entry-level job as a contractor, then what you need is you need to get, there's an organization called CompTIA, and they offer various certifications. One certification that you would need is called the Security Plus, which is kind of like a basic certification for security, and pretty much any DoD job requires it. If you're going to be touching a computer, you need to have a Security Plus. And then, like I said, experience in another operating system, whether it be Windows or Linux. Generally, you need to have a certification in that particular operating system that you're using. For instance, I actually have a CompTIA Linux Plus, and there's another one called Linux Professional Institute, and they offer a certification called an LPIC Level 1. And I've got the LPIC Level 1, and I'm one test away from getting the LPIC Level 2. But I'm going to tell you right now, those tests are really difficult. They're really, really hard. So the Security Plus I didn't think was too difficult, but the Linux Plus and the LPIC test, those are really hard tests. But I think it's well worth it because you will learn so much.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I know you're busy, Mark. So, thanks for the information. I'll let you get back to what you're doing. So, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Okay, well, thanks for having me.